Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, it's Ken. We're doing that thing. We're here. Future Fair 2025. It's my second time at this show. And look at this. The name alone of the Kapow Gallery just caught me because of all the garish buttons I wear. And I said, who better to talk about the Kapow Gallery than the one and only Kourosh Mahboubia.
Hello.
Hey Kourosh, how are you?
I'm well, thank
Nice
you.
to meet you today.
Nice to meet you, Ken.
So tell me about the gallery first, and then some of the works, and then...
Kapow is a very small gallery on the Lower East Side in Chinatown.
Oh, okay.
We are more or less what you call an incubator. So I've been an art dealer for nearly 40 years, and I'm a third-generation art dealer in my family. I had a very successful 57th Street gallery in the 80s and 90s. The purpose of Kapow was to promote the works of really exceptional, promising, emerging to mid-career artists. To do that, we had to reconfigure how you do a gallery, a smaller space, reduce the costs, and develop a plan so that you can support the art indefinitely. I will give artists shows over and over and over again, regardless of the financial aspects, until the work sticks, and we work with phenomenal people, and they, leave our gallery, move on to bigger places, usually museums and lengthy careers.
So take me through some of the work that you brought.
This booth at Future Fair is called Inside Out, and Inside Out is the work of two artists, Anna Garces Kylie, whom I can introduce later because she's here with us.
Oh, awesome. We'll talk to Anna soon.
And Sandra Lapage, who is in Brazil. She's a Brazilian artist.
So which ones are Sandra's? Well,
Sandra's works are the metallic pieces that are suspended.
This is beautiful.
People have often said that it reminds them of El Anatsui's work. In fact, Sandra is not so much influenced by El Anatsui, but by, to me, a more important artist, Olga de Amaral, who's a Colombian fiber artist.
Nice.
These are Nespresso pods.
Oh my gosh.
Right. These are Nespresso pods. So she puts together art materials made up of recycled parts of beverage containers.
Such a great idea.
The pods, the aluminum cans, wine foils over here. And they're all very bright and colorful.
And there's that
pieces.
one too, right?
Yeah.
There's that one.
And the works are intended to be dynamic and tapestry-like, but they flow with the wind and move.
How did you find this artist?
I've been following Sandra for about a year and a half online, and she noticed it. And one day I get a text message saying, I'm going to be at Art Omai. Now keep in mind, she's Brazilian, she's from Sao Paulo. She said, I'm going to be at Art Omai, which is a very prestigious residency in upstate New York. And if you are interested in seeing my work, it's a lot closer to New York City, it's only 2 hours, than coming all the way to Brazil. She didn't know that I'd been following her for a year, waiting for an opportunity to bring her. Now I mentioned Kapow is a small space. We have to keep the costs down, so we had to figure out how does one work with an artist from as far away as Brazil, and the answer was she participates in residencies in the United States as a cultural exchange. When she's here, she makes the work during those residencies, and then we distribute it all over the world, including here in New York. And in this case at Future Fair.
Now, before we get on to the program, tell me about the work of Anna.
So, Anna Garces Kylie, who is here right now, if you pan to her face, you'll see her.
There she is. Hi, Anna.
Hi.
How are you? We were getting the scoop on your work first.
Unabashedly, I've been an art dealer for 40 years and grew up in a family of art dealers.
That's fantastic.
When I saw Anna's work, she actually text messaged or emailed, I think she emailed me saying, I followed your program, I like what you're doing, I know some of the artists that you're showing, and my studio is across the street from your office. Would you be willing to do a studio visit? I always say yes. I always try to see as much work as I can. Went to see her studio, and the first words out of my mouth. Anna, do you remember the first words out of my mouth?
We're putting you on the spot, Anna.
He asked me, why aren't you famous?
Aha! That's a famous phrase.
First words out of my mouth in her studio.
Sweet.
And it's been really like just an absolute beautiful relationship between us since then.
I love it.
We're close friends, we're colleagues to work together, and this is Anna's work here. So this piece is called Annunciation. It's made of textile. People think it's paper.
Oh, it's not. Look at that.
It's textile. If you take a close-up, you'll see it's spun polyester. It's called luchador. Beneath the polyester is cotton. So as we look at, I'm going to put my hand in the image, as we look at these red patterns, that's a printed fabric behind the luchador.
Oh, I see.
So Inside Out, the title of the show, brings together the idea that we're seeing through things, we're seeing things from the inside outwards. Anna's painting style is to paint in layers so that everything comes together as you're seeing it from whatever angle you're looking at. But drawn with ink on the surface, a three-dimensionality is this that sticks out. Some of the pieces hang and are dynamic, much like Sandra's pieces hanging here, but always seeing through something so that the positive and negative spaces become very hard to discern where one thing starts and the other ends, whether it's male or female or we're merging back and forth between the two, whether it's light or dark or what's the gray area in between really about, and depth and positive and negative space. So all of this is so important in the work. And then you see just absolute sheer beauty. I mean, you look at this. This piece is mother tongue, and you know, the incredible detail with the octopus tentacle over here, and the facial features, and you just can't quite make out what's happening. And you'll spend first minutes, then hours, then days, and then in my case, years looking at it. And every time discovering something you haven't seen.
Sweet, sweet. Anna, what can you tell me about this piece? I'm going to let you talk too, you know.
This piece is inspired by Frida's Wounded Deer, the piece where she's struck by arrows and there's blood coming out of them, and then she has her face self-portrait. So I thought of what animal would I want
Unicorn.
to represent my pain, my angst. And came up with a unicorn. And
So
I wanted it
trying to get the whole thing in the photo. It's really, it's big.
larger than life or life.
So how long does it take you to do one of
These
these?
took about a month.
A month.
Yeah. From conception to finished product.
And the face is great. Wow. You know, all these things always look a little different through a viewfinder too. That's what's pretty wild. Pretty wild.
So different in person.
So you're from over here in New York?
I'm from Colombia. and
Colombia, all right.
Here at the university.
Nice.
And I got my MFA at Columbia, and I stayed here making art, and lucky enough to meet Kourosh.
Nice. How do you like this show?
I love it. I love all the diversity here, the material.
Sweet.
It's awesome.
What else did you do? Did you do that too?
These four
Well,
wall pieces.
okay. We talked about those. So let's what this one is.
This one is more, I do a lot of painting on polyester. I do a lot of painting on polyester, and these are so just the new series of trying to introduce the luchador, this kind of non-woven fabric in with the polyester.
Very nice.
Laying the layers and the shadows.
Very nice. Awesome. Anna, I'm going to let you get back to the show and enjoy talking to people. Kourosh, I thank you so much for your time.
Ken, thank you for including us in your video.
Such a pleasure. All right, my friends, this is how it ends. It ends like it begins. It's me, it's Ken. We're doing that there Future Fair thing here at the Chelsea Industrial is the space, by the way. At the Kapow Gallery with the awesome Kourosh Mahboubia and Anna. All right. What do I ask? Oh, yeah. Subscribe to the channel. Click that there notification bell. And leave a comment on the video to help me out. See you later. Bye. Hey, so I decided to bother Kourosh again because I had a question. So all of you who follow all of my piercing metal stuff, you know I go to all these art shows and the comic shows, and I meet a lot of young artists that are not drawing comic books, but they're drawing contemporary art and stuff like that. How does a young artist make a dent in this crazy scene?
I get approached by artists every day. I see thousands of them a year. And the single piece of advice none of them seems to understand is it's about longevity. Stop looking for the white walls. Stop looking for galleries, museums, whatever it is. Start looking for eyeballs. If you're doing this, your mission should be, I wake up every morning with the intention of changing the world. The mission is not, I'm going to get people to see the work, or I'm trying to achieve this or that or the other. No. At the basic fundamental level, we want people to see what we see. The way to do this is over the course of a lifetime. You're not going to become famous next year. You're not going to become famous in 10 years. It's what your mom told you when you were growing up. It's not who wins, it's how you play the game. If you do this every day, you make work, you keep showing the work wherever people will look. You have a community, you value your beliefs, and you live the life of the artist. You are the art. Eventually, if you keep doing this, everyone will know it. But if your only thing is to be goal-driven, that I have to be in this gallery or that gallery or have a certain level of success, there are too many people out there to compete. It's a lifelong mission.
Right.
And there's no winner at the end of it.
Awesome. Kourosh, thank you for that. I appreciate that sidebar. All right, my friends, we are done with this one. Bye.